Hi, this is Kerry Artad with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Tuesday, January 7th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to start with the daily charts as I have been lately and just show, a buy signal that occurred on Friday when we closed above the 141.49 descending channel top that anticipates 152.89 as a 1 to 2 week objective. And that happened within 1 to 2 days, obviously. I mean, we didn't test 152.89. We did reach 152.15 before backing away. Excuse me. Now, today's low of 149.23 is a downward pivot point that, if broken, just might yield 141.39 today, where we could place a good low for the week, quite possibly a through February trade, because we do remain in a meaningful longer-term buy signal above that 141.49 descending channel top, expecting the 167.32 rising channel top. I'd mentioned 3 to 5 weeks as a possibility, could take longer, but what's playing out now is if we can close, I think, any day this week above 152.89, and we are 2 to 3 weeks away from reaching our objective of 167.32, which is rising steadily, rising along with a 1-year channel top on the weekly chart that is now at 181.33. So it is a range that I am expecting over the coming weeks, holding above what is the 141.36 level on the weekly chart. On the daily chart, once again, is 141.49. So 141.49 in reach, actually, once we test the 152.89 level. And you could make a case that we didn't test it today, but we came pretty close, that this market could fall back into the low 140s now over the next 3 to 5 days. 149.23 is yesterday's low. And it is sort of, if we break it, we could fall all the way to 141.49 today, where not only can day traders participate, 3 to 5 day swing traders back to 152.89, and yes, 3 to 5 week position traders, if you're not long already, and you might be because of the buy signal that was clarified on Friday. But if we do test 141.49 is an opportunity to get long and stay long into what is now the upper 160s and climbing on the weekly chart, upper 160s and climbing. This is the buy signal in itself. The question is whether we fall back to 141.36 or not. I have my doubts. But you never know. The market may provide that opportunity here over the coming days. There's really no clear downside pivot point. Sorry, 149.23 is not yesterday's low. It is this rising channel top. So yeah, 147.82 is the low. We have that as a minor point. So I think what we can say here is if we close below 149.23, and that would also be a lower settlement on the day, that we should, within 1 to 3 days, fall back to 141.49. Until then, if we happen to roll, in other words, if we happen to open Tuesday above 149.23, we can quite easily test 152.89 on an intraday basis. And pushing through 152.89 today does indicate 156.26, but closing above 152.89 is anticipated as an eventuality following that buy signal last Friday above 141.49. And if we close today above 152.89, well, as I say, we should within 2 to 3 weeks reach 167.32, where profits can be taken, and kind of a scaling into a short position up to 181.33. This 1-year channel top able to absorb buying through the first quarter, and we can fall away from here substantially as we move into the second quarter. And it is attainable here now over the next couple of months, but it really is this channel top on the weekly chart at 168.82 that we anticipate, I think, realistically over the next 3 to 5 weeks, especially with what's played out here over the last couple of days. Closing today above 152.89 is your next get long opportunity if you're not long already. getting long on strength with a settlement above that 152.89 November all-time high, should then yield 167.32 within about 2 to 3 weeks. And that is climbing into the 170s, mid 170s over the next 3-4 weeks. So keep that in mind. Now, downside, of course, we've got 141.49. Will we see that today? We might if we open clearly below 149.43. The emphasis becomes bearish. I don't know if we'll fall all the way to 140, 149. That would be quite a sell-off. It would probably need some degree of fundamental information, negative news. But yes, closing below 149.23, I do see probably a good high for the week, 140, 149, then a 1 to 3 week target. And I think that pretty much covers it. I could mention that if we were to close below 141.49, and that's not going to happen today, we then would merely anticipate this band of support on the weekly chart between 128.73 and 132.07. And this band was tested about 4 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago, as you can see here. We tested the inside channel, which is why we've been anticipating higher trade ever since. We were anticipating an eventual violation of 140, 149 that actually occurred on Friday. And we have been anticipating upward continuation into the upper 160s and climbing, this following the testing of channel support 3-4 weeks ago that is now at 128.73 to 132.07. But the settlement above the 140, 136 formation on the weekly chart probably will keep 128.73 to 132.07 out of reach over the next few weeks. I do think we've got another wave to the upside, ultimately allowing 181.33 as a kind of a 2 to 3 month target, I suppose. And that comes in, that's basically what that looks like. And is there anything else to say beyond what I already have? I could throw this chart in here as well. Upper 160s are the objective, but you can call it 168.82, the beginning of a wide zone up to 181.33. That is a 1-year channel top on the weekly chart that can absorb buying on a quarterly basis. Is there anything else to say beyond what I already have? I don't think so. I'm going to leave you with this chart, the most appropriate for the day. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of that 5-day free trial. You want to see the triple Q analysis right now. It is very relevant to what's happening in NVIDIA, and you'll get that on a daily basis. You'll get the SPY on a daily basis. You'll get Apple stock on a weekly basis. You'll get 2 stock picks every week that cater to the 3 to 5 week out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor. We're always looking for at least 20% moves on any of them. If we don't see an opportunity to make 20% on the trade, we don't cover the stock. It's about as simple as that. I'm going to leave it at that for Tuesday's NVIDIA report. I will be back, of course, tomorrow with Wednesdays. You have a great day.